Hello, 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 my sages. For all of you that know, you already know that I have a spiritual website entitled unapologeticallysage.com. For my newbies, my new subscribers, I have a website entitled unapologeticallysage.com. And there you can find more of this tarot under the Tales of Tarot tab. And also, let me already give you guys apologies and an explanation for my strained voice. I have been a little under the weather, but I'm going to try my best to push through this tarot reading and speak as clearly and slowly as possible so that you guys can understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. But I also want to tell you that guess what? I am also now on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So I've always been on Instagram and Facebook under Unapologetically Sage. Now I'm also on Twitter as well. Okay? And on Instagram, you can find inspirational posts, quick postings. On Facebook, you can find more of me on there and my moods and how I feel in that moment, in that day, under both under Unapologetically Sage and Indigo Sage. The Indigo Sage on Facebook is more personal, more me, but if you want to get to know a little bit more about me, that's where you can go for that. Twitter, we're going to explore Twitter together. All right? So let's sage this out. Hello, and this is your Mercury Retrograde edition of the Act Now Choice 2. All right. And the Mercury Retrograde edition, what that means is now for my new subscribers and for a reminder for my already subscribers, what I do with the Act Now Choice 2s, or excuse me, the Act Now Choices 1 and 2, actually, is we pick from I do the tarot with it as above deck and with the so below deck. The so below deck matches the as above deck to the T, and what that means is the as above deck gives the energy that's provided to you, and the so below deck shows you how you are using it, okay, in this 3D world that we got going on around us. Now, when it's Mercury retrograde, and we will be going into Mercury retrograde, I believe on the 24th. I believe on the 24th or the 25th. And even if it is on the 25th, guess what? There's pre-activity. So let's just go with the 24th of this month. May 24th is when we are going to be approaching the Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde messes with communication. It makes it berserk. It messes with communication and travel, okay? And electronics. Communication, travel, electronics are all berserk. They go berserk. Communication so far as how you receive it and how you give it. And they say not to travel during the Mercury retrograde because travel plans can get messed up astronomically. And your electronics, expect them to act wacko for no reason at all. And when they do act wacko, you're not going to be able to figure out why. You're just not. But I can tell you why right now. It's because of Mercury retrograde. So when Mercury retrograde is approaching, what I do is instead of matching up exactly the as above with the so below, I do the as above the same, always the same. The so below, though, I let those cards fall where they may because it's Mercury retrograde. All right. And we all kind of, like I said, our communication, the way we give it and receive it in itself is berserk. So I let the cards go berserk, so to speak. So that's what you're going to see in this. But normally you would see a complete matchup, a match to match. All right. So let's get started in saging this out. Also, let me say that if I haven't said already, I'm slightly still a little under the weather. So my voice, I'm going to do the very best that I can and bring you guys this message. All right. Here we are starting out with something special and beautiful. What we have is the Ace of Water, okay? And that is representing the past. And what this card says and what it represents is a relationship that shows potential, the potential to be fulfilling and powerful. Okay? I told you we're starting out with something special. So let's dive in a little bit deeper, shall we? Just like that sword is going into the cup. Very deep. Let's go in deeper. As we dive in deeper with this Ace of Water, and just as a reminder, it represents the potential to be fulfilling and powerful, a relationship that has the potential to be fulfilling and powerful in your past. The clarifier for this is Eight of Chalice, which is also Eight of Water, so they're in the same sign. Okay, notice it is reversed. Reversed Eight of Water means clinging to something that is no longer useful. All right, so what this looks like, plain and simply, is that in your past you had the opportunity for a relationship of potential to be fulfilling and powerful. Instead, you may have been clinging to something that is no longer useful. So that opportunity may have passed you up. The opportunity may not be there for you anymore, but we'll only know if we push forward and look at the next card, which represents the present. So check this out. Before I even summarize this card, I want to point out here's more water. Okay, now we know, and if you don't know, now you're gonna know, water, cups, and chalice, they are the sign of emotions that run deep. Okay, as deep as the ocean. So here's more water in your present. And this is Seven of Water. And this one basically represents, it says, we should be living according to what we claim to be right. Before you act, you should ask yourself, are these the actions of the person I wish to be? Remember, this is in reference to Act Now, Choice 2. So in reference to your Choice 2, presently you need to be asking yourself, are these the actions of the person that I wish to be? Now let's clarify this, all right? Because that really is very wide. That's a very wide and broad statement, all right? So let's check this out. Let's sage it out. The present clarifier of the Seven of Water is the Nine of Wands reversed. And that one is very plain and simple. It means giving up too soon. Presently, this is saying you're giving up too soon. Okay, so what does that look like to you? All right, and remember, this is clarifying you asking yourself presently the question, are these the actions of the person I wish to be? Are you living according to, who you claim to be? And then it's clarified saying that it's the way it's coming across and the way it's acting out here is giving up too soon. Okay, so apparently it looks like you are not a person who normally gives up on things, but presently, as it relates to this decision, you are, or you're considering it very strongly for it to come up. All right, so let's look at the best of this decision. Okay, welcome to the best of this decision, the Act Now Choice 2. And it is none other than 10 of Earth reversed. And let me go ahead and say now that there are a lot of reversed cards in this reading, so much so to where I honestly believe, yep, I'm not mistaken, there's a reverse or 2 in each and every position. And you guys know usually when that happens, I do an extended. So we'll see if I decide to do an extended or not on this. My extendeds are right now completely free. But we'll see. We'll see because I'm slightly under the weather, and my extendeds are usually an hour or longer. So, I don't know if my voice is going to be able to do an hour or longer worth of talking and give you guys the quality that you deserve. So, let's push through this one. So, it's the best of the situation is the reversed 10 of Earth. And that message is the combination of opposites. That's what it represents. And it reminds us that there is a time for everything: work, play, sleep, activity and rest, planting and sowing, giving and receiving. Sometimes we play one role, sometimes another, but always and eternally, whether we notice or not, the God and Goddess shine and flow through it all. So the best of this is the 10 of Earth reversed, which represents a combination of opposites. Now is clearly not the right time. So that's what it means as it is in the reverse position, that now is clearly not the right time. And that's in the best position. So let's go ahead and clarify this card. Okay. And I know I don't say this enough or often enough, but the as above deck represents energy that's available for this situation and this decision, this issue. The so below deck, which is used for the clarifiers, it represents how you're using that energy that's provided. Okay, so as above is the energy available, so below is how you're using the energy available, how it's coming out. Okay, here we go though with Knight of Chalice reversed. All right, so this is 2 reversals. The Knight of Chalice, again, water energy. That's the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Water. And clarifying the 10 of Earth reversed, which says now is clearly not the right time, is the Knight of Chalice, which says revoked offers or a withdrawn invitation. That makes sense. However that relates to you, they both go hand in hand. Now is clearly not the right time, okay? Because the 10 of Earth is all about balancing opposites. It embodies opposites, all right? It's about balancing them. And with it being reversed, it makes the blanket statement saying now is not the right time. With it being clarified by the Knight of Chalice, it makes the blanket statement that says there's been revoked offers or withdrawn invitations. And that's the best of it. So that goes hand in hand with now is not the right time. So the best to come of this decision is that now is not the right time, and they're saying there needs to be understanding. The angels are saying there needs to be understanding with a withdrawn invitation. Okay? So maybe you need to withdraw an invitation, or an invitation is being withdrawn from you. And you need to understand that's the best. That was the best decision. Whoever, on whichever side the invitation is withdrawn from, or the offer is revoked, okay, because we're not going to forget that. That's it, revoked offers as well. Just understand that was the best thing to do on whichever party does that. All right? Now let's look at the worst. All right. Busting out and coming out very loud and proud is the Wisdom card in the worst position. All right. And the Wisdom card, it is reference to the High Priestess in the regular original Rider-Waite. Okay, so you can see the Wisdom card as the High Priestess. and it is in the worst position as it refers to this decision, and it's reversed though. So in the upright, this card represents seeking the whole truth. In the reverse, this card suggests you don't have all of the information you need to make an educated decision or the right decision. Okay, so clarifying the worst of it, which is you not having all of the information to make an educated decision or the right decision, is the Eight of Swords upright, saying this represents that your energy would be not knowing how to solve a problem or fix an unfavorable situation. That's the worst of it. And of course that makes sense. That goes hand in hand. If you don't have all of the information that you need to have in order to make that educated decision, then of course you're not going to know how to solve the problem. You're not going to know how to fix the unfavorable situation that you're in if you don't have all the information that you need. They go hand in hand, and that is the worst of it. So just remember, the best of it is being uninvited, or you uninviting someone, or them uninviting you. So don't even look at that. I'm feeling like some of you guys can think that that's bad. No. That's the best. And I'm told to remind you that that's the best of it. The worst of it is being stuck in the situation without all of the information that you need to make the right decision. That's the worst of it. Okay? So make no mistake. Don't confuse the best for the worst. Okay? Let's continue and see what's to come. Okay. So what's to come looks like it is really not giving you a break here. It's not letting up on this decision. So what it looks like is that what's to come, it is Four of Water, more water. It's Four of Water reversed. And what this message is telling you is if you continue to ignore the situation, it may result in irreversible damages. Okay, so what's to come means as it relates to this decision, and even with all the act now decisions, we have the same positions, and you can read more about those positions in the description box. But what's to come represents what's to come. Sometimes it represents what's to come no matter what. Sometimes it represents, and right now it represents what's to come if nothing changes. Okay, and that's very clear because it says if you continue to ignore the situation, it may result in irreversible damages. So this is what's to come if you don't move, if you don't make a decision, if you do nothing. It may result in irreversible damages. Let's go ahead and stage this out and see what the clarifier is. Okay, so what's to come clarifier is the King of Pentacles, and it's saying more of the same. This card represents an unanticipated, slow-moving project or an unwavering decision that becomes an unsuspecting obstacle. Okay? So this is clarifying, like I said, if you continue to ignore the situation, it may result in irreversible damages. The clarification of that says plainly what they mean by that is you'll have an unanticipated, slow-moving project on your hands or an unwavering decision that becomes an unsuspecting obstacle if you do nothing. All right, so as you know, or excuse me, the new subs may not know, but the regular subs do, I always do an angel number message. So let's go on to that because that one is more positive, of course, because it's your message from the angels. And let's go on to that. Congratulations. This is a first in a very long time. your angel number message tile is a single digit, okay? So it's single digit number 4. All right. As usual, what I do is give you the bullet points of this angel number message tile. These tiles were created by me, Indigo Sage. I choose them the same manner that I choose the tarot cards. And what I do is encourage you all to look up, you can Google it, the angel number message 4 in this case. And it will give you the whole entire essay of what the angel number 4 means. And I encourage all of you guys to do it individually, because there are so many aspects to the message that some things you may identify with that others may not. But what I'm going to give you is the bullet points of that message. And I want you to understand what angel number messages are. If you need more explanation of it, feel free to go to unapologeticallysage.com. There is a post there entitled Angel Number Crazy, My Awakening. And I'll post that in the description box for you to just easily click on it. But it is actually, I believe it's My Awakening, Angel Number Crazy. And it breaks down how important angel numbers are and how they are brought to us. And they are messages from our guardian angels. So here's the bullet points for angel number message 4, and as it relates to this decision that you have to make. Angel number 4 indicates that your angels are around you and that you are able to call upon them for help. I'm going to stop right here real quick, because this is very important right now, because I'm getting the sense that this choice that relates to Act Now Choice 2, you're hesitant in making it, or resisting making it, or not wanting to make a decision on it. And that's not the right way to go, okay? For this decision, that's not the right way to go. And your angels are letting you know that they're around you right now for you to call on them. And if you don't remember, because I've said this time and time before, our angels work on our, we have free will. All of us have free will, okay? So they're around us, and we must ask for their help before they can jump in and help. All right, unless it's an emergency. And let me tell you, you don't want to wait until it's an emergency. Moving right along. It is an indication that your angels are offering you love, support, encouragement, and inner strength, enabling you to do what you need to do and achieve your goals with diligence and proficiency. Angel number 4 encourages you to put proper preparation into your plans and set things in motion with system and order. I am going to read that one more time, because this totally 100,000% relates to this message. Angel number 4 encourages you to put proper preparation into your plans and set things in motion with system and in order. That's the only way you're going to come out on top of this decision. So ignoring it is not the right mode of operation. Okay? All right. As usual, we come to the end, where I always say hello, say Jesus, if we just met. And I encourage you all, if this resonated with you, please click like and subscribe, and visit my website at unapologeticallysage.com for more enlightenment. All right, and enjoy more videos